What's up everyone, CJ here. I hope you're all doing well. I just turned 30. And to make a long story short, I got a new snare drum. And not any snare drum. I got the Benny Greb signature brass snare drum by Sonor. So for this video, I thought why not make it a little bit special since I just turned 30. I'm gonna do an unboxing of the snare drum and I'm gonna tune the snare drum for you because it's not tuned. I haven't used it at all. I've just looked at it, but I haven't touched it, you know. And of course I'm gonna try it out and record it for you. But before we do all that, I wanna give a huge shout out to all my family and all my friends and of course my lovely fiance who got me this snare drum. My fiance surprised me with a big surprise birthday party, and she and all my friends and family, they got together and they got me this snare drum. And I'm just so overwhelmed with emotions. I'm so humbled, and from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. All my friends, family, and my lovely Annie, if you're watching this, thank you so much. This means so much to me, and I really appreciate it. Alright guys, let's unbox this son of a bitch. Alright, first of all, excuse the mess. I haven't cleaned my drum space in a while, so just imagine these things right here don't exist. As you can see, I've already done my own little unboxing. I mean, I got this at my birthday party, so I'm not gonna open it, you know? But I'm doing an unboxing for you guys, and I still haven't used this snare drum. Alright, let's see what Sonor's got for me here. Nice, more folding box. Here we go. Sealed air product care. So Sonor always packs their drums in proper, you know, packing material. Can I eat this? Oh, yeah, look at that. When you buy this snare drum, at least you get 30 days of free lessons with Drumeo. I'm blocking my personal code here, so I might want to use that. But yeah, so if you don't know about Benny Greb, this is Benny Greb right here. This magnificent beauty of a snare drum. I mean, if you faint in front of your smartphone or computer, I mean, don't be too hard on yourself because this snare is pretty breathtaking and it's heavy too. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's a beauty. There you have the dampening systems that are inside. You got the felt one and the wool one, I believe it is. Let's tune this bad boy. Alright, so for the sake of saving time, I'm already using the stock heads that are on, which are the same I'm using for almost all of my snare drums. So what you want to do now is grab a mallet or a thin drumstick. You can put it like this under your snare wires so it's being held up. So next up, of course, you're gonna need a drum key, or in my case, I like to use 2 drum keys. I'm using these Sonor drum keys that have these little rubber tips on them, so you can actually finger tight the lugs with your keys instead of just, you know, touching the tuning rods, the screws, you know. You don't need to mess up your fingers by touching them, so you can use the rubber ends here. And just also, for the sake of saving time, I like to use 2 drum keys. I learned this from Gavin Harrison. He always tunes his drums with 2 drum keys to, I mean, both to save time, but also to seat the head, you know, evenly across the drum. So we can do a star pattern just because, but I don't always do a star pattern. So you want to finger tight every single lug until you can't turn it anymore. So by doing this, you're minimizing, you know, the pitch change, or, you know, you're getting a more equal pitch from side to side like this when you're using 2 drum keys. So this is just my way. Not every drummer does it like this. I know that Benny Greb himself, he uses 1 drum key and he goes around, you know, for several laps, you know. Yeah. All right. So now I can use one drum key to just check that all the lugs are finger tight. Oh, there we go. All right, that's pretty tight. As you can hear, it's got some form of tone, but it's pretty low. So also using 2 drum keys, we're gonna start with a quarter turn for every lug across in a star pattern. You don't have to do it star pattern again, but you know. So that was more like a half turn for every. Now we're getting there. So it's uneven, you know, but we'll definitely, you know, we're getting to that kind of timbale-esque sound, which I love for the snare drums. I like to have the snare side head pretty tight, so let's tune it up a little bit more. That was pretty tight. So I don't know if you can hear this right now, but yeah, you can hear that this lug right here is way lower than some of the others. So I'm going to start by, you know, continuing to turning this one up. So this is something, yeah, you're gonna notice this even if you know, whether you use 2 drum keys or just 1 drum key. Whenever you change the pitch, you know, at one lug, it's gonna raise the pitch, you know, at the lug across from that one. That's how the balance of the snare drum head works, you know. Now I'm just fine-tuning, basically. Yeah, no one says, you know, this is easy. You know, it's getting there. It's pretty high up. All right, I think it's where I like, basically. And again, tuning drums, it's such a, you know, such an imperfect kind of science, because I mean, there's no right or wrong way to tune a drum. I mean, it's what you prefer. There are some shortcuts to, you know, tuning the drums, but it's all about, you know, finding the little spots that you need to change at the end. So for this video, I'm gonna leave the snare side head where it's at the moment. I kind of like this sound. So let's flip it over. All right, now we're gonna basically do the same thing with the batter head like we did with the snare side head. So again, use 2 drum keys if you want to. I mean, for me, it's faster. And start by finger tightening the lugs. All right, let's just fine tune this with checking it out. All right, as you can hear, we've got a solid tone, but it's not in tune, so let's try that out. All right, so the head is definitely resonating right now, so the same again, use 2 drum keys and do like, you know, half a turn to start with at both sides. Crisscross. Crisscross. Okay, let's see where it is. it's getting there already. Let's do a few more turns. Maybe a quarter turn or something. Yeah, we're getting somewhere. So it's pretty tight, you know, it's pretty tightly tuned right now. So what you want to do now is adding some pressure to the snare drum head, and that's called seating the head. So what you can start with is, you know, grabbing the palm of your hand, like where the thumb muscle, this part. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know the parts of all the muscles or the hand, you know. But you want to start by going around every lug, doing like this. So now you've seated a little bit around the lugs. Now you want to seat the head from the middle. So just take the palm of your hand and add some pressure. Sometimes you can hear like a crackling noise, and that's fine. That's actually the snare drum having an orgasm. It's just the glue just settling in around the rim of the drum head, so don't worry about that. Yeah, it's already been detuned a little bit from seating the head, so let's do a few more turns around with the drum key. I kind of like that pitch, at least from where I'm standing or kneeling. That's a pretty nice pitch to it. And when I'm fine-tuning, you know, especially when I'm fine-tuning the batter head, I like to do this. So I put a finger right in the middle and put some pressure on it. And then I go around checking the pitches, because when you put a little bit of pressure on the snare drum, it kind of eliminates some of the annoying overtones. You know, you can clearly hear the changes between the pitches. So So I want to go higher with the lugs that are sounding lower. So I'm going to tune those up a little bit. Again, if you hear the crackling noise, that's fine. It's just the glue. You can seat the head one more time, you know. Yeah, there you go. Again, lowers in pitch. Let's check it out. You know, it's not perfect, but I kind of like this pitch. So what do you say? Should we try it out on the drum set? Oh man, it sounds so good. So I'm gonna keep the tuning as it is right now on the snare drum because I really dig the high-pitched sound. And again, everyone that was involved in this, thank you so much. You have no freaking idea how much this means to me, and I'm so excited to just keep playing this snare drum. And for all of you awesome viewers that are watching this, thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video. Thank you so much to everyone that wished me a happy birthday on my Instagram, my Facebook. It means so much to me. 30 years old, you know, it's kind of like 29, but more awesome. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you're not a subscriber yet, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to stay updated whenever I release a new video with this snare drum. And again, to everyone that was involved in getting me this snare drum, thank you so much. It's such an amazing gift, and I'm so freaking happy right now. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and good luck with your drumming and all of your other adventures. I'll see you soon.